I'm going to go with a pick that I like that's got good odds at present moment. That's Byron Murphy of Texas to be the first defender drafted. You can get this presently around plus 175, plus 200 or 2-1 odds here. I've just been really high on Byron Murphy throughout the pre-draft process. To me, he's really the only interior defender who can collapse the pocket and really get in pressure from the interior, a la guys like Aaron Donald, maybe not quite to the degree of Aaron Donald, but he reminds me a lot of Javon Hargrave. If you're unfamiliar with him, he plays on the San Francisco 49ers, was on the Eagles the prior season, racked up 25 sacks over the last 3 years. So I love his ability to wreak havoc from the interior. He's the only defensive interior prospect who really offers that sort of skill set. Very valuable in the modern NFL as well. If we look at where the majority of dollars are being spent on NFL defenses, if you have a player like a Quinnen Williams, Jalen Carter of the Eagles, the former Georgia Bulldog, guys who can really get pressure from the interior is invaluable to NFL teams. I think he could go as early as 8th to Atlanta or 9th to Chicago. I think it's certainly in play. I don't think Dallas Turner of Alabama, who has been frequently mocked to 8 at Atlanta, is going to go in the top 10. I really think this is a two-horse race between Latu and Byron Murphy. I think it's close to a coin flip between the both of them, so I love getting close to 2-1 value on Byron Murphy, who I firmly believe is in play in the top 10 and certainly as a top defensive player being drafted today.
Favorite play that is left on the board here is going to be J.J. McCarthy to the Minnesota Vikings. Plus 175, plus 170 is the current number. I think this number should be closer to even money right now. I think they've expressed a ton of interest. He has a lot of mutual interest there as well. He loves O'Connell. I think that this is a great fit for him as well. When you look at the pieces they have in place, you look at what they did bringing in Darnold. I think there are a number of options for him to fit here. So I've done a lot of these draft segments with Proppy over on HQ. We both gave Jaden Daniels plus 150 as the number 2 overall pick. That is now minus 1,000. So some of those are no longer available to be played. But McCarthy is the guy that has been hyped up and talked about the most, really, out of all of these quarterbacks. You've had stuff, some of it is related to his college coach Harbaugh and them having that 5th pick. Could the trade come into play? I certainly think that it can. But I think the Vikings are destined for J.J. McCarthy here. There's been some steam on potentially linking him to the New England Patriots. I think the Patriots are actually going to lock in with Drake May still. The Giants have expressed some interest here. I don't see the Giants doing it, though. I think they're going to ultimately try to grab one of the receivers. So I like the Vikings for J.J. McCarthy. I think it's a decent fit, and we'll see. It's fascinating. I think this guy could go anywhere from number 3 all the way down to 12. I think there's a wide range here, but there's a number of scenarios where the Vikings can trade up and do 3, 5, or stay at 11.